$15.59 proudly brings to you the GTS Podcast, Guys Talking Smack, the weekly review where we talk about whether Smackdown was a smack up, smack downer, or a smack in the face. This is your boy EJ King, and welcoming back,
it's your guy J.Fields.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
I ain't nothing much.
I'm back.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Indeed. And this is the 1 year.
Yes, sir. 1 year anniversary.
1 year anniversary when this thing all kicked off.
But you broke the streak last week.
I did.
That's all good. I ain't gonna count that as a streak. Everybody need a break. So
yeah.
We got the show going still.
Yeah,
so
it kept going. So
yeah.
we still 52 and count.
Yeah.
We're gonna break the Goldberg streak.
Oscar streak now.
The Oscar streak.
Yeah, Oscar.
As William Regal would say.
Oscar. But yeah, man. Welcome. Glad to have you back. Ismella held it down, though. Appreciate Ismella once again for holding it down for J.Fields.
Man, I love the show. I got a chance to listen to it while I was on the road. We actually drove to Orlando. You know what I'm saying? So I got a chance to listen to it.
Oh, yeah,
the second half, about 13 hours.
Yeah,
from Memphis. So the second half I didn't drive the second half, so I got a chance to actually listen to it. Man, I enjoyed it. Enjoyed it. Yeah.
Well, before we get down with the rundown, J.Fields, do you have a match to watch for?
Yes, I do.
All right.
While sitting on the beach, I got a chance to catch up on some wrestling I hadn't got a chance to see. I had fallen behind on my Progress wrestling. I had made it all the way up to the first 2 days of the Super Strong Style 2017 from Memorial Day weekend. So I went back and I knew the results, of course, but I had to go back and watch it for myself. And it was two matches that really stood out to me. Well, the first match, I'm not going to really talk much about it, but the first match was Pete Dunne, Progress World Heavyweight Champion, and our UK champion, WWE UK champion, versus Jeff Cobb, Mr. Athletic.
Okay.
When you hear Jeff Cobb, think Samoa Joe with the flippy shit.
Samoa Joe with the flippy shit?
Samoa Joe with the flippy shit. Like, dude can do a standing shooting star. He does a shooting star headbutt. A standing shooting star headbutt.
That's crazy.
Dude is like 270. Standing shooting star. Flinging folks. Like he flinging folks worse than Taz.
What's his name?
Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb.
Look him up on YouTube. Jeff Cobb. Pete Dunne versus Jeff Cobb. And Pete Dunne took the fight to him. You know what I'm saying? He retained the title. Really good match. But the best match on this card was the final of the Super Strong Style 16 tournament 2017 with Travis Banks. That's my guy to watch for, because wherever he goes, he tears it up. Travis Banks versus Tyler Bate in the final. When I tell you that match was hard hitting, like they tried to kill each other, like stiff shots, like the dives were stiff. Like how do you have a stiff dive? Like, I'm telling you, like everything about that match, like I'm just locked in. Like, they hit a series of moves. One of the sequences, like they hit like some real like stiff ass moves back to back to back. Like one of them hit a move, they come right back, hit another move. He pop up, and then at the end they both just collapse. Like, it was just crazy, like crazy spots. And like I just like Progress. I want to go to London. Manchester, London. I want to take in a Progress show live. I really do. Like, that is now on my bucket list of things to do. You know what I'm saying? Progress Wrestling. Like, don't go anywhere. Don't let Vince buy you out. Don't give your talent to Global Force Wrestling. Like, please keep Progress Wrestling going. Like, it's some of the best shit I've ever seen. Like, it's almost like, you know how ECW was like that thing, like back in the Attitude Era?
To get away from the
traditional wrestling, get away from the big time stuff.
Yeah.
That's what Progress Wrestling and New Japan and Revolution Pro, that's what all these companies do. And a lot of them work together and exchange talent. So you know what I'm saying? Like I love it. Like shout out to Progress Wrestling, British strong style. Like it's just good shit. It's good shit.
Dig that. Okay. Good shout. All right, moving on to news and rumors. Some of you may have heard today, Shane McMahon was involved in a helicopter crash, but he's okay. Thank God that I guess the helicopter pilot caught it before it actually, you know, it surprised them. He said, hey, we need to land this thing. And they just landed over the water. So everybody was safe. They had their life jackets. Shane McMahon got the report on the news and everything. So everything was cool. So, but that could have been bad, man. That would have been a major L for the wrestling world. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that, you know, everything's okay. But speaking of L's, Rusev gave 0 fucks and tweeted, that's what happens to you when you don't respond to my video message. You land in the ocean. # karma. Wow.
Burn.
Like,
zero, right to the heart.
0 fucks, man. Like, he really just didn't care. I mean, I saw that shit. I was like, wow.
I read it and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, like, as you was here, I scrolled. I was like, yeah, I gotta report that one. But yeah, Savage Meter's off the charts.
Yeah, he broke the meter.
Yeah, and I forgot that fast what my second news rumor was. Was it the Page thing? No. Well,
it was Brock.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar is doing the testing of the U.S. What is it? USDA, whatever. That's meat. Man.
USADA.
I'm thinking about produce and shit. Anyway,
Food and Drug Administration.
Yeah. But yeah, he's testing. You know, he might get back into the UFC sometime this year. So I know they talk about negotiating his WWE contract again. He was going to do an extension. So pretty sure UFC and WWE pretty much got that agreement. You know, to let him venture off and do other things, still being employed by WWE. But thoughts on that?
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want him to take up UFC this time. You know, I didn't really want him to leave last time when it was coming up for the contract extension. I kind of want him to leave. I wanted him to stay last time, but now I kind of want him to go away for a while because he's already not around enough.
Right.
So like these pop-in visits, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this has probably been the most entertaining Brock Lesnar situation that we've had.
Yeah. Since
probably CM Punk.
I didn't
really enjoy. I didn't enjoy the when Undertaker came back.
Right. Yeah.
Didn't enjoy that. Didn't really enjoy it the first time. And like I said, CM Punk, that was probably the most entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Run that he had. Yeah. Now when he beat Cena. When he beat Cena at SummerSlam, that was the best shit ever.
Yeah, check out our YouTube video.
Yeah.
You see a clear reaction of
Yeah.
I forgot about
you all thought we won $1 million.
Yeah. I mean, you see my wife come in the background like, what the fuck y'all doing? Like, what's wrong? And then she went right back in the room.
Like hugs were given, high fives.
Praising the Maharaja.
Yeah, the modern day Maharaja.
I was on the ground like worship and shit. But
I had a crucifix.
Yeah. Yeah, sticking in there, huh? That's sticking in there. Yeah. I didn't see that one coming. That was a crucifix out of nowhere.
Yeah, crucifix out of nowhere. Man, that was a horrible ass storyline. But yeah, I kind of want him to leave for a while. I mean, like, I'm liking what they're doing with him now. I'm liking the fact that
he's dropping in SummerSlam.
Yeah, I'm liking the fact that they got Braun, they got Roman, they got Joe, all formidable opponents. You know what I'm saying? This match can't go 10 minutes. If you put all 4 of them in a match, that's not 10 minutes.
I'm very curious to see how they're gonna execute that match.
Yeah, because I mean, now I will admit the triple threat: John Cena, Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, Royal Rumble 2 years ago.
Yes,
really good match.
Yes, it was.
I'll take it. Book it if that's where we're going. I'll take it. But these single matches where he just squashes his opponent in less than 10 minutes, 7 minutes, the intros are longer. No, thank you. I don't want no more.
Because I mean, the Joe match was pretty good too.
The Joe match was really good. I actually watched that while I was on vacation.
Yeah, I meant to ask. We didn't get your reaction from it, but
I watched that as well. That was really that and the tag team Iron Man match was probably my favorite 2 moments from the night, from the pay-per-view or whatever. But Joe is I love Joe. I've always been a Samoa Joe fan, but like the fact that they are the way that he's being booked is some of the best booking that I've seen
from the NXT call-up too.
Period.
I mean, like lately from NXT call-ups though, like they've been getting it wrong with everybody. I mean, Finn they got it right, but he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Last year, and now Joe is like, they getting that shit going, and they booking it like perfect, like flawlessly. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean Joe's promos.
Yes.
I mean, we don't get a chance to talk about it.
Yeah.
But like Joe, underrated promo.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, it got personal, it got real, you know?
Like the promo that he cut Monday. Amazing.
I didn't get to see all of it.
You gotta check that out. You gotta check out that promo that he cut. Like, I'm talking about, like, he's hanging like silver tongue. Like, literally. I'm like, yeah, this is the type of shit that I want with my wrestling. Just give me more of that. Give a mic to Joe. I'm with it. Yeah. Sometimes he intense. Other times he not so much. Like he cut a hell of a promo on Roman Reigns Monday. Top notch promo. So but I need Brock to step away for a while. Just for a little bit. Yeah. Just so we can get other, you know, we'll get to it later.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to it later. That's what we'll do.
Any other news?
Well, WWE, for whatever reason, is going through budget cuts.
I mean, being petty too.
Budget cuts. I mean, they've cut all the pyro. There will be no more pyro.
I thought it was just interest pyro. Yeah, okay.
For the wrestlers, there'll be no more pyro for the wrestlers. So that means that silent pyro that you don't see for like Shinsuke.
They stopped doing that for a while.
Yeah,
though.
that's gone.
But when I noticed AJ come out there, he just do his little thing. That jump was gone.
Yeah.
Brock jumped on that, did his little thing. Brock Lesnar did his Great Balls of Fire, no pyro.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and it was Great Balls of Fire. I mean, how can you not have pyro?
Why are we saying it?
Great Balls of Fire.
I just realized that we said it too many times.
Yeah, way too many times.
Sorry, Sterling.
In such a short period of span of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the budget cut, and they also have decided to cut out the purple tape.
Man, bad times, like hard times.
Hard times. I mean, like, we just can't get no more purple tape. Like, we're not doing that again. We're not doing that again. No more purple tape.
Cue the Dusty Rhodes promo. I tell you about hard times. Hard times when you can't get no purple tape. Hard times is when I come out and do my little pose and I don't hit an explosion. That's hard times, baby.
I did not see that. I didn't see it coming.
My recipe on Dusty Rhodes. That was tribute. That wasn't
shout out to the dream. Oh my God. I didn't see that. I didn't know you had that one either. I never got all the years that we've been doing, watching wrestling, talking wrestling, you've never given me a Dusty Rhodes impersonation.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I kept secret. I'm sorry.
Hey, for the 100th episode, for the 1 year anniversary episode, that was very neat. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, these budget cuts. That's
budget cuts.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, have you noticed any kind of? I mean,
they're not selling out shows. They're not selling out shows like they used to. Like Backlash was not a sellout. Like they're not TNA. They're not in TNA trouble where they have to cut off the whole side of the arena. And not show the camera from one whole side of the arena. But I mean, they're not selling out. They're empty spots throughout the arena, and then they moving people closer down. You know, even the Smackdown that we went to, they moved people to the TV side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Move people from the seats they would have originally had to the TV side. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't think they're in any trouble, but I think it's one of those type of things where you overextend yourself.
I think they're being a little precautious right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, just in case, you know, but like I think nothing to worry about a billion-dollar company as far as what they're doing right now. But like, I mean, I just kind of find it pity, like, no pyro, like.
Yeah.
Not saying you need it all the time. Don't get me wrong. I don't watch wrestling for the pyro, but like sometimes that extra little pyro for certain people is great. Like I said, when Brock Lesnar comes out there and do his little strut when he throw his arms down, like and nothing happens, it's kind of like
maybe you should just stop doing it.
Yeah. Jumps up on the apron using the little
nothing
ring post shootout explosion. Like what if Kane come out? He's gonna just throw his hands down, nothing gonna happen?
I thought about Kane when I heard about the pyro. I did.
I mean, certain wrestlers need it, and not saying necessarily just need it, but like, you look naked without it. You know what I'm saying?
Even Big Show.
Yeah, Big Show. I mean, like, there's a lot of people that use it. Like Becky didn't even have her smoke. You know what I'm saying?
But Bailey still had her buddies though, her Bailey buddies.
Yeah.
Maybe we just get more buddies. Maybe more. Everybody gets Bailey buddies.
New Day still had their bootios. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Let's see.
They got to figure it out. I think they've been going more in the realm of like with the LED stage and the lights and the stuff on the ramp, because the ramp illuminates for everybody. Now they have like different images and stuff. Like even Mike Canellis, my fault. Even when he came out, he had all those hearts and stuff on the
I like his ring attire though, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to it. But yeah, budget cuts. I'm slightly concerned because I have a theory, but we'll get to all of that. We're gonna get to
what they need to do? Have more sales in the WWE shop. Get your money back. Give me them $10. They had a $10 sales on Monday. I meant to text you about it.
Oh, damn it. Yeah. Because I need to get a bronze shirt. I need to get the day one.
Day one-ish, yeah.
I need to get the day one shirt. I need to get
I haven't bought a shirt probably like 4 months. That's not like me. I used to buy one at least once a month, possibly.
I'm getting a Brock shirt. Do you want a Brock shirt when we go to Memphis?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
We got to get a Suplex City shirt.
Yeah. And he's supposed to be there too, right?
He's coming. He'll be there for the 28th show.
That's going to be after SummerSlam too.
Yeah, that's going into Night of Champions.
No, SummerSlam is the 19th.
But I'm saying,
next pay-per-view leading, will be. Will it be? Is that a SmackDown pay-per-view?
Last year.
Oh, yeah, Raw. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I guess they're gonna alternate it, then. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. And we'll take what do we have? Backlash.
We had back. Maybe we'll get Hell in a Cell this year.
Maybe they'll give it to him.
And they'll get Money in the Bank. Yeah.
Or we got TLC.
Yeah. And they'll get Elimination Chamber. So I mean,
they might alternate it. Keep it interesting. Yeah. Okay.
That was a very full news and rumor segment, but it was quite fun to talk about. So, moving on to the show, let's do the rundown. So, J.Fields, not Jay Miller, not Is Miller, J.Fields. Tell us what happened on Smackdown Live this week.
All right, Smackdown Live took place live from Birmingham, Alabama. The show kicked off with the modern day Maharaja, WWE champion Jinder Mahal with the Singh brothers. They lowered the Punjabi prison onto the ring, and Jinder Mahal proceeded to come to the ring and basically just make threats about how he's going to ruin Randy Orton and end his legacy once and for all. Then he tells the Singh brothers to give the rules of the Punjabi prison match because we needed that information. So the Singh brothers proceed to tell us that there are 4 doors out, because I forgot how it ran too. I don't even think I remember. Didn't care to remember.
I never watched a Punjabi prison match live, so
I saw the one with Undertaker and Khali. I did see that one.
I didn't.
But it wasn't anything that's like burned into my memory, so I forgot how the match worked as well. But basically the Singh brothers announced that there are 4 doors on each side of the ring, and once they're gonna let up if the opponent, whoever the competitor calls for the door. I'm not doing this. I don't give a shit about this. They gave the rules for just watch it Sunday or not. Either way. Orton comes out and decides to. I wasn't doing that. I'm not going through that crap.
I actually didn't have the pleasure of seeing that, so I mean,
you'll find out Sunday. That's just too much because it doesn't matter. 4 doors let up. Once you get out the door, you got to climb out on the second cage. The second part of the prison, you got to climb out. Once you get through the door, then you got to climb up. If you can't get out one of the door after 60 seconds, it closed and it won't open back up. So if you ask for the door to open, you better get out of it because if you don't, in a minute, it's going to close and it won't open again. It'll be 4 referees at each one of the doors. That's the best I can do.
Like a fucking escape room or something?
It's I want to escape.
And then it's going to be like, well, at least maybe more than likely it's going to be the last match. So, we can kind of tune out, get prepared for the podcast,
Yeah. Sure.
Do other things. And they extra plate of food,
Get a beer, drink myself into oblivion, Next up, I didn't finish that. Orton decides to come out and climb the Punjabi prison. And he's basically just saying that Jinder has to be pretty crazy or he has to be like the toughest SOB or either the dumbest because for him to want to be locked in a prison with Orton, he says that he doesn't have anything left to lose. And the last thing that Mahal is going to hear is that your new WWE champion, Randy Orton.
Yay.
I couldn't even hit my stride starting off with this. Like, this just took me out of my element. Let me get it back.
Smackdown already.
I know. Next up, Jimmy Uso versus Kofi Kingston with the New Day and Jay Uso on the outside. We saw Jimmy Uso pick up the victory. Once again, this was a really good match. Mm-hmm. This is not a smack in the face, or it's gonna be if it keeps happening. Or a smackdowner. But I need them to stop doing commercial breaks. And I've said this. Like, stop doing commercial breaks with the little side screen. up in the corner with the Uso matches. I want to see the whole damn thing. I want commentary. I want I want all of it.
Right, I got you.
I want to be able to feel those matches because they're good.
Mm-hmm.
But we saw Jimmy Uso win with the Kofi went for a crossbody and Jimmy rolled through and was able to hold the pin. 1, 2, 3. Next up, Shane McMahon is backstage with the 5 women that are going to participate in the 5-way elimination match: Tamina, Lana, Natalya, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte. And everybody's ganging up on Lana. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants a match with Lana. And Shane is like, well, nobody's going to get a match with Lana. And then Tamina says, why don't we have Charlotte versus Becky? And then Charlotte says, well, you know, you want a match that's going to be competitive. And Becky takes offense to it. And then Shane goes on and makes the match. Mm-hmm. Next up, we get Chad Gable's reaction to the announcement that Kurt Angle has a son.
My black son. Also, he's a ninja. Anyway.
Jason Jordan. Mm-hmm. So there will no longer be any American Alpha. You American Alpha fans out there, I have one of the shirts. I'm extremely hurt about it. There will no longer be any more American Alpha. They're both going on their own singles path. Renee Young interviewed Chad Gable backstage, asking him what was his feelings about it. And he said, you know, it didn't just affect me. It didn't just affect Jason and Kurt. You know, it affected me as well because, you know, we tag team partners. We traveled the road together. You know, we talked about everything. And, you know, he didn't tell me about it. He called me, you know, after everything was out and told me about it. You know, he wished him luck. But he also talked about how it was going to be an opportunity for him on SmackDown.
That's a good interview.
Very good interview. He held his own. I was kind of worried there for a minute, but he made it through it. Anxious to see what they're going to do as far as, like, how they're going to push him going forward. Next up, we got the video clip of Mike Kanellis hitting Sami Zayn in the back of the head with the vase, the glass vase from last week.
Murder.
Yeah, they said attempted murder on that. We got the debut, the Power of Love, Maria and Mike Kanellis versus Sami Zayn. This match was really quick, really short. We're gonna talk about it. But we did see Mike Kanellis pick up the victory after Maria got in the ring and just basically stood in the way of Sami Zayn as he was trying to hit the Helluva kick. And then Mike was able to kind of sneak shot him, sucker punch, and then he hit his finishing move, which I thought we were going to get the chance to name. Yeah. You know, we always have fun with that.
They took that.
They took it from us because I found out what the name of the move is. So we're going to tell you. He hit the Divine Intervention, which is a sit-out Death Valley driver. Yeah. You know, he hit that on Sami Zayn 1, 2, 3. Mike Kanellis is undefeated on SmackDown Live.
We could have did better with that name.
It'll be okay.
It's good. But like we could have did better.
I really liked Mike Bennett though. I really did. Mm-hmm. It just flowed, and I like Maria Kanellis Bennett. I like the way that sounds.
I was talking about the name of the move too.
Oh, Love Bomb.
We could have did it. Power of Love, which somebody, I think
JBL called it that later.
The Love Drop.
Yeah. The Love Down Below.
Just cut my laugh off.
I'm sorry.
Moving on.
Well, you really not gonna laugh now. Because next up, douchebag John Cena comes to the ring and cuts a very American promo saying that he's gonna fight with everything he's got, and he wanted to let everybody know. You know, he wanted to let everybody know that he was ready. He was ready for the match. And he was just like anybody, if anybody else was standing in his position, they would be ready to fight for Old Glory. The American flag, America, traditions, apple pie, George Washington, the 50 states, fireworks on the 4, barbecue, potato salad.
You got me with the potato salad. You made me very careful.
Yeah. A very American promo. They even have the flags. They have the Bulgarian flag and the American flag in the separate corners to kind of preface what the flag match is going to be.
Would I be exiled from the United States if I showed up at a John Cena fight with the Bulgarian flag race? Would they?
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't exile you. They went excited. I mean, because it's WWE is an international company. It's a global phenomenon with budget cuts.
It's a printing off all them damn flags.
Right. So I printing off these flags and this purple tape. No more purple tape.
One pen per announce table.
Right.
I got share pens now.
Right.
Petty.
You write your notes from now on. No more type notes.
Say the ink.
That's probably why the creative meetings have been going so poorly. Because they have to be, because what they've been giving us lately has been terrible. Nevertheless, Rusev runs out and attacks John Cena from behind. It looks like John Cena's going to overcome. But Rusev locks in the accolade and will not let it go until Cena has completely passed out. And the American flag even hits the ring mat and just lays
I was shocked that happened.
I didn't think they were going to do it, but they did. Then they allow Rusev to grab the Bulgarian flag and wave it proud in Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, that was like real. Like, I promise, when the flag hit the ground, I could actually gasp. I actually, because
I thought it was going to fall out. I thought it for a minute it was going to fall out the ring.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for him to show up.
Yeah.
And I was like, how are they going to do this? But they let it sit there on the ground.
Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway.
Next up, AJ Styles is backstage with Shinsuke Nakamura. They're talking strategy for the main event match with Baron Corbin and the new face of America, Kevin Owens. They kind of, I guess you kind of previewed a potential match between them because Shinsuke pointed at the United States Championship. But I just want to go on and state this now. If this happens in this way, it will be a smack in the face for me because they should not be fighting over the United States Championship. No. It should be over the WWE title. Insane.
Yeah, I agree.
Following that, we got Becky Lynch versus Charlotte in a very back and forth competitive match in which we saw Becky Lynch surprisingly, not too surprisingly, but surprisingly, get the tap out victory with the disarmor on Charlotte as Natalya was doing commentary at ringside. Post-match, Tamina, and Lana run down to the ring for the beatdown, along with Natalya. Everybody gets left laying except for Tamina and Lana. They walk out still standing. Following that, we got the Fashion X-Files from Breezango. This was their play on the X-Files. And long story short, we did find out, I guess we're going to find out on Sunday at Battleground who has been destroying their property. So
I have a clue.
I have a clue too.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We got predictions too.
Yeah, we got predictions.
So we'll definitely talk about it. And in our main event, we saw AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura
with no pyro.
Neither of them had pyro. Versus Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens. The match started off. The match didn't start off. It actually started with Baron Corbin attacking Shinsuke Nakamura from behind, doing his entrance, and then Kevin Owens comes out to make the assist. But AJ Styles says, nope, we're not having that. He runs out to the ramp to brawl with them. They go to commercial break as they're in the standoff, and then we get back in the ring, and AJ Styles is getting punched in the mouth. The match has begun, and AJ is getting punched in the mouth. Stiff right hand from Baron Corbin.
Yes.
I could not go any further into my report of what happened without signifying. One of the best right hands in the business, Baron Corbin. Just give him his props. We did see Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens win this match after Kevin Owens calls AJ to fall on the hardest part of the ring apron as he was going for the phenomenal forearm on Baron Corbin. And then Shinsuke ran over ringside to try to make the save. But Baron Corbin flipped Shinsuke over the guardrail into the timekeeper's area and then ran back in the ring, tried to hit End of Days. But Kevin Owens with the blind tag, super kick, pop-up powerbomb, 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens and Mr. Money in the Bank, Baron Corbin, win the match, your main event on SmackDown. And that, folks, was your SmackDown live from Birmingham, Alabama.
All righty.
Oh, GTS.
It's time for our Smack Up, Smackdown, Smack in the Face, And it kicks off with me this week.
You're
even.
Yeah.
You're odd.
Yeah.
Okay. So my smack up was the Charlotte versus Becky Lynch match. I'll just make sure you reach over the rope. Okay. I mean, you've seen this match before, but them girls ripped it up, man.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. And like I said, I think it's been a while since they were both on Raw. So it's been over a year, probably. I think. Yeah, since the brand split. But man, I just love when those two get in the ring anyway. I mean, they've been battling since NXT, and their matches are always competitive, and they put off good spots and everything. And I just like how the build is going. And I was surprised that it ended on the top. I thought it was gonna be a DQ more than likely, but they let Becky get some steam roll into Sunday and everything. But Charlotte always makes whoever she's in the ring with looks better. I mean, look good. So but not that Becky needs that much help. But I think that was the best match of the night on the SmackDown card. And basically that's all. I mean, I just enjoyed it.
I was going between this match and another match for my smack up, but I will speak to it. I was thoroughly entertained by the match. I mean, we know how good Becky is. We know how good Charlotte are, but it's been like we said, it's been a while. They've been fighting on the same side since Charlotte came over to SmackDown.
Right.
And Becky's been on SmackDown Live, and Charlotte's been on Raw for the last year. So this is the first time, like you said, in over a year that the two of them had a chance to, kind of go at each other. And, the last time that they were fighting or in a feud together was during the time when Ric Flair was still around. So, the fact that they had a one-on-one match with none of that outside crap going on, just a straight-up one-on-one match, I really enjoyed that because it didn't have all that extra storyline to tell. They just got in the ring and told a really good story. And the fact that they let Becky win, I mean, I like Becky a lot.
Yeah,
I like Becky a lot. I mean, she's no slacker in any stretch of the imagination. I'm glad that they are not allowing her to be the forgotten of the women division.
You remember our hashtag "Better for Becky"? They actually, when they gave her the title, we was cheering for her. That was a big payoff. What she's deserved.
Exactly. Look for a minute that they were gonna, let her kind of fall to the sideline, but I'm glad to see her. And the fact that kudos to Charlotte. I mean, I'm pretty sure that she doesn't have a say so. Yeah. But the fact of how she was booked on Raw versus how she's booked on SmackDown, the fact that she's taking pinfall submission losses on SmackDown when she would never lose on Raw, it seemed is amazing. I mean, she had a pay-per-view streak, 14, 15 pay-per-views undefeated. Yeah,
and then get on Raw and just suck it up.
So I mean, the fact that she's on SmackDown and she's not winning every time she's in the ring, she's being defeated or she's not victorious in everything that she's doing. I like the fact that it's kind of even right now.
And the fact that, they put a face in the face together in the ring, you know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
The crowd was back and forth,
right.
Nobody was going for, they did they woos, they went for Becky, you know what I'm saying? So it was, a real back and forth match, So I just like how the crowd was into it as well during that match as well. I mean, crowd helps make the match more interesting when they're actually involved in it. So
right.
I mean, I really shout out to Alabama crowd for that because made it important, made it a big deal. It wasn't quiet or anything. So
now if only they take that same idea and use it with the guys.
Yeah,
where two faces can go against each other.
They kind of been doing it a little better lately, but they can do it. They can do it a lot more. Yeah,
a lot better.
Yeah. Okay. So, no hot tag. So J.Fields, what was your smack up this week?
My smack up this week was the John Cena promo.
Psych. Boy.
If you could have saw this guy's face.
Wow. I almost closed his damn laptop.
That was hilarious.
Wow.
He's gonna cancel the podcast.
Whew. 1 year and that's the last episode. Ooh, that was scary.
It's been fun, folks. But no, my smack up was the tag team main event.
Okay.
I didn't really like the beginning of it with Corbin attacking Shinsuke. Yeah. That we're over that.
Boy, I was ready to go in.
Over that. But the match itself, once the bell rang, once they came back from commercial break and they were in the ring, the in-ring action, I enjoyed it. I mean, AJ looked good, Shinsuke looked good, Kevin Owens looked good, Baron Corbin looked good. Everybody held their own, and it's good. Is to me, it should be about the WWE title and not the United States title.
I agree.
I mean, like, these are 4 guys that could easily lead the way on your show.
Right. I agree.
And the fact that I just feel like the U.S. title is kind of beneath them.
I agree.
I do. I do. I mean, this match felt way bigger. The fact that you got Shinsuke pointing at the United States title, the fact that AJ is the United States champion, the fact that Kevin Owens is the former United States champion with a match coming up, and then Baron Corbin is Mr. Money in the Bank. I'm just like, I really get this.
And yeah, usually like the Money in the Bank winner is targeting
the champion,
the WWE champion. Like, he's not even focused on that right now. So I agree. Your vision for that is completely correct.
Yeah, I mean, like, but the match itself was good. I even like the ending sequence with, Corbin running out to help Kevin Owens and throwing Shinsuke over the guardrail. You know, I like that because it gave an opportunity. I thought he was gonna go in the ring, hit end of the days, and that was gonna be it. And then AJ reversed, hit the insecurity, hit the Pele, tried to go for the Styles Clash on Corbin, and Kevin Owens came in, hit a stiff super kick, pop up powerbomb, 1, 2, 3. Hadn't seen Kevin Owens win a match in a minute.
Just say that.
And because he was taking the L after L even before he dropped the title. So the fact that he got one of his wins back on AJ, you know what I'm saying, that was pretty cool to see. So now that's gonna lead in, to help out pay-per-view, the bill for the pay-per-view. Right. And if we get Shinsuke and Corbin, hopefully we get a straight up match and not a sneak attack.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna call it straightforward. Like, everybody's gonna make their entrance. Maybe Baron Corbin come out first, and then Shinsuke come out last anyway. So so more likely they're gonna do it right. But yeah, I mean, great point on that U.S. title though, man. Just it should be what I mean. It's not really their fault, but at the same time, it's like
it's the 3rd title.
But the WWE title picture is so boring right now.
No, it's the 4th. I mean, like, if you look at the whole company,
if you do it as a list,
it's the 4th title. You got the WWE title, the Universal title, the Intercontinental title is definitely number 3.
Yeah.
And then the U.S. title. The U.S. title's never been.
And right now, the Universal title is number 1. They're pushing for that so hard to beat the title. That's gonna headline SummerSlam.
And the WWE title is falling too because who's holding it and who's trying to get it.
And it's so boring. I said this at the middle of last week. I said it's so blah. Like, I don't care about Jinder Mahal or Randy Orton right now. And
hold it, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But did you have anything else about tag match?
No, I mean, everything you said, man. It was a good match. It was a good way to end the show. And like you said, Kevin Owens got the win. So in that, has that speculation like, if Kevin Owens hit this pop-up powerbomb Sunday, he'll be our new U.S. champion in the face of America again. So it did what it's supposed to do.
And we have to, and I didn't get a chance to comment on this because this happened while I was gone. But I mean, AJ won the title on house show. When was the last time that happened? I remember they did that a week and a half ago.
Huh?
Like a week and a half ago.
I'm saying the last time that happened though. Like,
it was Finn and Joe.
Yeah, Finn and Joe. Okay,
last time that we hit, like, I mean, I was gonna say like Bob Backlund and Diesel.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was in 5th grade.
Yeah. young as dirt.
You had to find out through WWE magazine.
Yeah. Like they showed the clip on Raw the next night.
I wish
Diesel's your new WWE champion.
I remember
7 seconds.
Remember WWE magazines?
I used to get them.
I had subscriptions too, man. Them just used to be great.
Yeah, you'd be waiting in the mail for them because I was gonna come around.
Pay-per-view results and everything.
With the pictures and everything. We couldn't watch them on the fuzzy screen.
God damn you, digital millennials!
I know. You get everything right to your doorstep now.
Like, go on the internet and look at it. Nobody prints out shit anymore. Damn you, millennials!
We used to read back then. Yeah. Shout out to reading. Nevertheless, EJ, it's that time. Yeah, it's that time to take that turn.
Yes, it is.
So, there were many opportunities to veer off here. So, what was your Smackdown this week?
My Smackdown was the Mike Kanellis and Sami Zayn match. I feel a hot tag coming on.
You do?
Yes. Number 1, Sammy L. I said Sammy L. That should be his name, Sammy L. I was about to say Sammy. That's my name,
Samuel. Samuel Zayn.
Because he takes many L's.
Yeah.
I mean, the main thing I had a problem with this is the fact that no promotion, no kind of big, announcement. Mike Kanellis' debut was on a SmackDown show before Battleground. Why they couldn't just have his match at Battleground? It was just so not put together well. But the overall result is that, yes, we kind of went into this knowing Sammy was going to take this loss during this match. But I think it would have been. I mean, he takes so many losses that you kind of get clouds in your head. But like, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal if it happened at a pay-per-view because it would have been his debut. But just have him take a loss once again on SmackDown, just pointless to me. And like, especially how the feud with just Miller brought up last week, how kicked off like y'all backstage bickering over interruptions and stuff. Like, y'all could actually have an investing rivalry or feud or a match, and this is not well put together. And last night was a horrible example of how they should went with this whole situation. But the main focus, like I said, I want to take Sammy serious. I can't because he's always losing. So I'm just going to go ahead and let you top it off. Hot tag.
I'm gonna get back to that one. I want to start on the other side of this coin. I want to start with Mike and Maria Kanellis because I've been a Mike Bennett fan since early ROH, like early ROH, before the Kingdom, before he got with Maria. Mike Bennett fan. When he got in the Kingdom, him, Adam Cole, Matt Taven, Maria, loved it. They even did some stuff over New Japan, loved it. TNA, which is now Impact, Global Force, whatever, loved it. Loved that. When he showed up, I was a fan. Like, yes. I'm okay with the whole power of love thing, but they're going to have to do more to make him a legitimate threat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know he's just showing up, so I got to give it a little bit of time, but I'm not liking how he's gotten off. I'm not liking him out the gate. You know, when they pulled the trigger and said, "All right, go." You know what I'm saying? It's go time. You know what I'm saying? Him coming out the block, I haven't enjoyed it as much because they're really putting all the emphasis and the focus on this power of love thing, and the fact that Mike Bennett, Mike Kanellis, whatever, is a damn good talent.
They're not doing
or world-renowned talent, and you're not putting him in that position out the gate. You know what I'm saying? You got 3-minute match, 3 minutes into the match, Sammy's kicking his ass the whole match, and then Maria jumps in the ring immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, like, please don't tell me that's what y'all signed.
It's kind of like what they're doing with Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody thought when they signed Kurt Hawkins, they was actually going to involve him and make him a serious competitor. And, like, it's just jobbing.
Yeah.
And I can't think that he signed up for that knowing that's the direction of his character is going to be.
I would have requested to go to NXT if that was the case.
Yeah.
I mean, like, at least so I can go down there, build a name for myself, get people to like me instantly.
Yeah.
But, like, people know Maria. Because she's former, like, if you don't watch ROH, any New Japan, if you're not TNA fan, whatever, you know Maria because you've been following WWE long enough to know about Maria. Okay, now this is Maria's husband. He's really good. Yeah. Why we couldn't go from that angle? I know maybe you didn't want to bleed too close into the Miz and Maurice, but at the same time, y'all the one that signed them.
The only thing I would say about that, like, I definitely see and I enjoy the potential of how they flipped it, making it all about her with the side of him. But he needs to be more exposed of what they actually signed him for. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said. Like, showcase his talent. He can beat all that sprung and lovey-dovey over his wife, but at the same time, when it's time that bell ring, he need to show us why. I mean, he can even say he's fighting for her. You know what I'm saying? When he look over her, he just get a whole nother gear or something. He can do something completely different with his character. But I definitely agree with you. Like, it's just something missing. Like, and like when they made that debut, it was a big deal. I was excited. This is gonna be great. And it's constantly, like, it started up here and it just started constantly going down. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like I said, this match, this build. I just enjoy how they did that, man.
And the fact that, you know, like you said, not a flip the coin to go get to the Sammy side of it. Well, I mean, like, it's agitating. It's extremely agitating to be, like, in support of somebody, but yet you can't get nothing. You can't get anything from them. Like, I would rather see, honestly, at this point, I would rather see Sami Zayn involved in a tag team, going for the tag team titles, as opposed to him losing these singles matches all the time to everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, even that, on top of that, the feuds. Like, when the last time he won a feud?
Kevin Owens. A year ago at Battleground.
But did he really win?
I mean, he lost. I mean, no, because every time they've had a match since then, he's lost those. So.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they get back in the ring again, like, he doesn't have that same momentum to beat Kevin Owens last time. I mean, then you got the Baron Corbin feud. Then you got the, who else? Braun Strowman feud. I mean, it's like so many that they had, and like, he always
comes with Luke. Let him and Luke be a tag team.
That'd be great.
That'd I mean, like, different. I'm pretty sure they could have some really comedic backstage segments with Luke Harper being how he is and Sammy being the fast.
How about him and Eric Rowan?
If I can get more triangle, more triangle in my life. Triangle flow. Hashtag triangle flow.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll sign me up. I mean, just figure out something. I mean, like, I don't think that was the right way to get Mike Kanellis and Maria over. I don't think that was the necessary to feed him to Sammy.
And you know what? And
or feed Sammy to him, rather.
I know we always say this, but like, you know, it would have been a perfect candidate for Mike Kanellis and a face Dolph Ziggler, because that's probably would have been the best thing for them. You know what I'm saying? But like,
they could have probably even found some video footage of Maria and Dolph from back in the day.
Yeah. Or like, just test the water. Put two heels in a situation. You don't always have to be the new hot heel coming in, Tyson going against the babyface. You know what I'm saying? No?
Right, the clean cut babyface that everybody likes. I mean, like, when are we going to get Sami Zayn to the level to where he can be going for a title?
Because
the man has never won a title.
He's a hell. Hey,
did you see the stat when he came out last night?
I didn't.
Former NXT champion. That's his only claim to fame. And look how long he had to lose for damn near a year before he actually got the belt from Neville. And then in his first defense, Kevin Owens beat him.
And they really abusing this underdog thing like so much now, man.
But you're not an underdog if you're not overcoming.
I agree.
You're just a loser.
He could have been the next the next Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
But they I guess the crowd is not as much as behind him as they were for Daniel Bryan, but at the same time, like, Daniel Bryan wasn't losing.
Daniel Bryan wasn't losing. Daniel Bryan came in off of the NXT winning. US champion.
Yep. Then Money in the Bank.
He had the storyline with the Bellas. Yep. And he won the Money in the Bank.
Team Hell No.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Tag team champion.
IC champion. I mean, like, yeah, I agree.
I mean, there were never periods. The only time where Daniel Bryan was losing was after he was already super over.
Yeah.
And he was getting screwed over by the Authority.
Yep.
That was the only time he was losing. He was never losing like on a long losing streak before that. Like Team Hell No was beating everybody.
Mm-hmm. Damn near almost a year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, here we are now, and it's like, this has been, Sami Zayn been on the main roster for a year and a half now. And this is what we're doing? Really longer than a year and a half.
Yeah, he came in like 2015.
Yeah, 2 years. I mean, he was set out because of that injury. But since he's been on the main roster, it's been him and Kevin Owens. And now he's on Smackdown, and he's still there with Kevin Owens, which was a bad move anyway. But he can't get over. He can't. They will not pull the trigger with him.
Yeah, I don't get it, man.
We're gonna get to that though. We're gonna get to it. But I didn't like that segment. But it nevertheless, it gets worse.
Yeah, it gets way worse.
Way worse. What was your smack in the face, EJ?
It has to be.
There could only be,
I mean,
one thing.
I mean, it's unanimous. That douchebag.
Yep.
He got under my skin.
I'm not surprised.
I mean, I didn't even. My wife teases me continuously about John Cena. She does the little "you can't see me" and messes me. "Here come your boy" and all that type of shit. But even she was annoyed by that promo. She said, "That's cheesy as hell." It was corny. It was uncomfortably corny. And these three colors, they don't run. They don't hunt. I mean, it was so robotic. Like I thought I was watching Tribute for the Troops.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the crowd like I don't see the U.S. Army. I mean, I was confused. And it was so.
Cue the troops. Cue the troops.
I mean, like, it was so bad, man. I was praying and hoping that Rusev just come out there and hurry up and shut his ass up. And Rusev didn't come out until after he was done talking.
Yeah.
So I was a little disappointed in Rusev. But I just don't like. I mean, I've been saying it for almost a month now. I'm not a fan of the USA versus the foreigner. Like, and like I mean, like even when they it was one part of their promo. It seemed like they edited.
They did. I could hear it.
Crowd.
I heard it.
Yeah, and that was crazy to me. I'm like, they're gonna say it enough. Like, why do you have to make it seem like we're so pro USA? Like we're so proud to be American.
Right.
Everybody's not proud to be American. I'm not gonna get political, but I mean, like, it's the fact that like they made it so forced last night.
And the thing about it is that people that come to America don't hate America.
Yeah, they're here.
I mean, they're here. Like this sidebar. This is extremely sidebar. But I was down in Orlando, and I promise there was at least one whole country of people at Disney World. It had to be. It was so many of them.
Yeah.
Like y'all packed up the whole country, wherever country they came from. Y'all packed up the whole country and said we're going to see Mickey. I mean, it was so diverse down there. I mean, like we standing in line for rides. You're hearing all different types of languages. It's not all just Spanish. You're hearing all different types of languages, all different types of people from different walks of life. Nobody's looking down on people or friendly. Everybody's happy. It's Mickey Mouse.
Happiest place in the world.
Happiest place in the world. You happy. It's people come from all over the world to go to Disney World. That's the thing to do in America. And so the fact that they come to keep trying to sell us in WWE, well, you know, America's this horrible place or whatever the case might be. Like, we've been hearing this, well, if you don't like it, you can leave it. We've been hearing that since the 80s. Like, this is a storyline they've been running since the 80s. It's old. It's tired. Like, we don't need that anymore.
And it ain't even two different people. Just like you said numerous times, and I've said as well, we've seen this before.
I mean, think about how many Patriots that we've had to sit through over the last 30 years of wrestling that we've been watching. We had to sit through Hulk Hogan. We had to sit through Dale Wilkes. You remember him? The Patriot. You remember him? Lex Luger. That was horrible. With
the little United States tracksuit.
Yeah, the Lex Express. God. That was horrible. When he body slammed Yokozuna. That was horrible. We had to sit through that again.
I mean,
I don't want to do that.
Dude, it's just crazy. I mean, why do we have to go this route though? Like,
couldn't they just have had a match?
Why does Rusev have to be involved with that? I just hate the fact that Rusev is not coming out on top of this match.
Well, Cena did kind of lead on. I will say I was listening very closely. He did say, you know, I'm ready. He didn't say that he was going to win. He did say there was a possibility that if he lose, he was going to go down and fight. He did mention something along.
But the writing is on the wall. How Cena passed out. And cliche, if he locks that accolade on, he can go just right up there and grab his flag and Rusev will win the flag match. I mean, like, dude, like, I'm just.
It was a bad call. I admit.
I don't miss him. I didn't miss it. I don't miss this angle. I don't miss what the storyline is consisting of. This is probably the match of the night for Battlegrounds that I really I'm like, you thought I was going to tune out for the Punjabi prison match.
I am.
I'd rather watch that shit than watch this flag match. I'm going to be 100% honest. Like, I know I just got there and shitted on the WWE title, how bad it's booked, but like, this flag match is unwanted.
Yeah.
Like, from all different angles. Like, was that your hot take? I mean,
no, mine's the other.
Okay. But it's just crazy. I mean, I just hate how much I am annoyed by USA champs and USA versus foreigners. Like,
it's not the 4th of July. It's not Memorial Day. It's not MLK Day. It's not Labor Day. Like, it's just a normal freaking day.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it.
I mean, but you think just like you said, Rusev been gone this long. He been gone all this time. The first thought of your head when you come back, we're gonna put you in a flag match with John Cena. Who the fuck signs? I mean, how do you sign off on that shit? Like, why? At the whole time you've been creative while he's gone, you come up with this shit?
I'd like 2 weeks ago. I really feel like that in their minds, like creative and Vince, I really feel like they look at it like you should just be glad that you're getting TV time. I really feel like that. I really feel like it's not about, you know, putting you in the best situation to get you over, whether it be face or heel. Just be glad with the TV time. Mm-hmm. And we're going to give you crap, but we're going to put you out there in front of people. And be glad that you're out there in front of people. You're out there to be a part of this show. That's the part that I don't like.
Yeah. Nevertheless, let's go and keep it going.
Yeah, you know where I'm going.
What was your smack in the face?
My smack in the face was the opening segment with Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton. And before I even talk about what part of that I did not like, I do want to point out the fact that 14-time WWE champion, 16-time WWE champion. You mean to tell me that these two dudes, long tenure, 15 years, can't create a better storyline at the top of the card? They got say so. They got say so. Yeah. They got pulled. They got pulled. And you mean to tell me that this is as creative as your mind is? Even if the creative came up with this and pitched it to you, this is the best you got? You don't even care about the stories that's being told. You just care about getting your win.
That's what it was.
I just want to win. Long as I win. At the end of it, long as I win, I don't care. Because we've been saying for a long ass time now, Randy Orton has been coasting. Now, John Cena, depending on who he's matched up with, he'll give you a good match. He'll give you a good promo. Every now and then. I can say that. Yeah. But with this Jinder Mahal, Randy Orton thing, it's so terrible. Because it's a broken record now. Yeah. Every week. Randy Orton. And like he talks like he need a cough drop. Randy Orton, I'm going to ruin your legacy and this, that, or whatever, and now I'm going to speak to my people in Punjab every week. Then Orton comes out like there's been hardly any physical altercations. There's been hardly anything going back and forth. Like, do something different. So they have Randy. They bring this. They spend the money. You talk about budget cuts. Somebody had to get that damn Punjabi prison to Birmingham. That was something you could have cut. Y'all dug that some bitch up out of the warehouse?
Dissect that shit? You got to get somebody to go do the labor and bring it to the ring.
Yeah.
No, bring it to the truck. Load it to the truck. Somebody drive the truck. Somebody put gas in that truck. Yeah. Somebody pay for the meal to put some gas in the truck and everything shit. Yeah. Take it out of the truck, set it up, then take it down, then bring it out. Yeah.
You talk about budget cuts.
Yeah.
This Punjabi prison match was the biggest budget cut of them all. Purple tape, no Punjabi prison match. You want me to balance the books? I'll help you. Because I definitely want this shit. But you talk about 14-time world champion, and you can't come up with a better storyline?
Well, just say no.
Or we're doing a regurgitated USA versus the foreigner storyline? You the two top dudes on the show now. 14-time champion, 16-time champion, and both of y'all at the same time are in a foreigner versus American. Now I can understand Cena because he's been in the Marine and he all American, pro American. He come on and get on raw speeches all the time. But Orton, don't nobody chant USA for Orton. No. Orton from St. Louis. He ain't never came out talking about the USA or anything like that. He ain't never been that dude. They ain't never used him like that.
He go like AWOL and US Marine.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't gonna even put him out there like that. I did. But I mean, he out there now. Yeah, he did. I mean, nobody cares. It's like you got talented people. Your whole roster is from somewhere else. Yeah. You can't just do a foreigner storyline out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. No pun intended. Half your roster is from somewhere else. You don't even have that many American wrestlers. Kevin Owens is Canadian. Sami Zayn is Canadian. Natalya is Canadian. Shinsuke is from Japan.
Tyler. I mean, not Tyler, but
Aleister Black is from the Netherlands.
Ty Dillinger from Canada.
Hideo. Ty Dillinger's from Canada. Hideo's from Japan. I could keep going.
Yeah, I know.
Keep going. Finn Balor from Ireland. Cesaro. Sheamus. Half of your roster is not from America. Over half.
Yeah.
Everybody that you're using in the top position is not from here. We don't need that. Just let them get in there and mix it up as talented wrestlers.
Right.
Not American wrestlers, not Canadian wrestlers, none of that. Have your cruiserweight division. It's not American.
Majority. I mean, you can't even say half. Majority. I can't.
The majority of your cruiserweight division.
Who is American that is a cruiserweight besides Brian Kendrick?
Cedric Alexander and Rich.
Oh, shit.
Drew Gulak.
Is he?
Yeah, he's from Philadelphia.
The name. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it sounds like he's not.
Yeah.
But like I said, most of your talent is from other places. You're an international, global phenomenon. Why are we trying to push this storyline
like I said,
when you want everybody to be everybody? You talk about how many countries come to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
We got over 32 countries. You got all these different announce tables. You got that's budget cuts too. You got 37 fucking announce tables spread out throughout the arena. From Germany, we have they gotta do their interest to the pay-per-view in their language. I mean, come on now. But Rusev has got to go out and trash America.
And I don't, like I said, he just does his job. I mean,
he's doing what he's told. I mean, it's a job. But it shouldn't come to that every time. We sat through this already.
Mm-hmm.
Jinder Mahal was in 3MB. There was no American chance when he was in 3MB. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's turned ugly way too many times. We've had this Muhammad Hassan. You saw what they did with that and how quickly they got him off the TV.
And he was actually better than Jinder Mahal.
And he was good. We thought he was going to get a title push.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Daivari. We've sat through this already. We got a whole nother generation of Daivari in WWE now. We still doing this. This speaking a different language. When Cesaro first showed up, he's speaking in 5 different languages to throw off the crowd. He got Oksana with him. Like, we don't need that. This is 2017. And they've been doing this since the 80s with the Iron Sheik.
Terrible.
Just
terrible.
But you pushing Shinsuke as one of the biggest faces in the company. He's from Japan. We ain't gonna mention Pearl Harbor though. Oh. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. And everybody loves Shinsuke. But we're gonna hate Rusev. We're gonna hate Jinder. It don't make sense. Let everybody go out and get their own heat. Talk about the city you're in. Trash Birmingham. Trash whatever city you in for the night.
Get that cheap heat.
But I mean, like, let's not put all the attention on the country that somebody come from. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it worked with Lana and Rusev at first because they were a good thing together. Mm-hmm. But to put him out there, throw him out there by himself with no Lana, even Lana not doing it no more.
Yeah.
So how is Lana not doing it no more? People like Lana now. People are cheering for her. They're singing her theme song. Mm-hmm. She's a face, technically.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Technically, because she hot. But Rusev still stuck in the mud. Quicksand.
I mean, it's
pissing me off.
Bad for business, man.
It's pissing me off.
Weekly.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can bothly. I said bothly. I made a word. We can both say that this USA shit from both angles.
Yeah.
Rusev, Cena my side, Jinder Mahal, Randy Orton your side. It's just bad for business. Be creative. That's what you're called.
Yeah. Please.
Don't be basic. So, I think that would do it for our review. So let's get into these near falls.
Yeah.
So, you got any near falls?
My only near fall for this week was the Fashion Files. The Fashion X-Files. I enjoyed it.
Hilarious.
I enjoyed it.
Yes, as always.
They keep knocking out the ball. I'm interested to see what show they're going to use next.
What was the first one he did? There was a noise. He's like, ooh, you don't believe in ghosts. And he goes back to it. Yeah, it was funny.
And then Fandango calling feeling on dude's face.
Yeah.
He looks like it.
Human-like.
Human.
Yeah. The light. He said, oh, the light. Like, Tyler's hilarious, man. He sounded like a kid that's never been outside or some shit.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, good deal. But I mean, yeah, I didn't really have anything else. I mean, good tag match between not tag match. Good singles match between New Day, the Usos, whatever,
Yeah. I couldn't really get into it though because they did that commercial break thing.
I understand.
I didn't
actually when I turned it on. This match was coming up, so I just went on and got invested in it. But I understand. Yeah, it is kind of annoying at times when they do the little split screen. But I'm just glad they do it and we have it. At the same time, they need to have better use for it.
Right.
But that'll be it for SmackDown Live. So we'll do predictions, or you want to do GTW first?
Let's do the GTW.
Okay. So what you got for me?
So, and we've been kind of alluding to this throughout the night, but this is a little different from what we've been talking about. It's similar to what we've been talking about, but the angle that I want to take. So let me preface it.
Okay.
So we're talking about developing wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take us back to the Attitude Era.
One of my favorite places.
Yeah. Let's go back there. And I want to start by saying they found a way to get everybody over.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. In 2 hours. Because it wasn't a SmackDown.
Not at the beginning, yeah.
Not at the beginning of the Attitude Era. That wasn't a SmackDown. SmackDown came in towards the end of the.
Well, I say
about the middle, because maybe the middle of the Attitude.
When the Rock started getting really over.
Yeah. So at the beginning of the Attitude Era, there was one show that you watch once a week for 2 hours. Nitro was doing 3 hours, but Raw had 2 hours to get everybody over to maximize every moment, and they did it. They did it so well to where they put WCW out of business. And here we are today. You fast forward, 20 years later? 20 years later, and you got way more talent than you've ever had access to. And you can't get these people over. You got over. Now, I'm just follow this list with me. During the Attitude Era, Al Snow was over. Bob Holly. They found a way to get Bob Holly over.
Cut and dyed his hair.
Hardcore. The New Age Outlaws. Got him over. Found a way. They weren't just going to let them stick in Rockabilly and the Roadie. We got to get these guys over. Let's find another way to get them over. Put them with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Did Generation X. Big Boss Man in the latter part of his career.
When he wore all black.
All black Boss Man. Ken Shamrock. Tess.
Val
Venus. The Godfather.
Spike Dudley. I mean, not to cut you off.
You good.
But the Spike Dudley and Molly Holly's storyline, that shit was beautiful back then.
Yeah.
I enjoyed every second of it. But anyway, there was two families in. They didn't want them together, but they secretly got together. I mean, that was brilliant. But anyway.
The Brood.
Easily over, but yeah, they got themselves over. Yeah.
Kaientai.
God damn.
They got Kaientai over, EJ. Funaki.
And Taka Michinoku.
Taka Michinoku. Michinoku.
Yeah.
Got him over. And you mean to tell me today, well, who you got? You can't find time on your 3-hour show to get everybody over? All of these people was over at one period. Wasn't nobody on these long losing streaks. Now, that's not even, I didn't even get to the big names. I just stayed middle card. I didn't get to Austin. I didn't get to Triple H, the Headbangers. I didn't get to LOD. I didn't get to Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Sid Vicious, Vader, Mankind. I didn't get to all of them.
You talking about
Stone Cold Rock, Big Show, Benoit, Jericho, Angle. I didn't even get to them. I was merely just talking about the mid card.
Yeah.
But you throw them in there too. You find a way to get all these people over in a 2-hour block every week.
Mm-hmm.
And you mean to tell me, with the amount of talent that you got, you can't get anybody over? We in the dark days. We're in the sunken place. We're in the sunken place for wrestling. Speak on it. What you think?
In my time hop, I looked at like something I saw like 3 or 4 years ago that I tweeted. I said, we're in the midst of potentially having a roster. This is when NXT would still have certain superstars. A roster with Seth Rollins, Cesaro, Ray Wyatt, and blah, 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 once John Cena and Randy Orton walk out. And like I said, it's going to be great. Fast forward 4 years later, which we are where we are now, we have those people on the main roster, but they're not being used. Not being used to the best ability.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you were saying, like, the only thing I can reflect on as far as the Attitude Era is the fact that I think it was more character development, but not in-ring development. Because once again, we were referring back to the Attitude Era, like, it wasn't too many great matches, but it was entertaining matches.
Right.
Entertaining characters. Like, I used to look forward to, much as everybody else, Too Cool comes to the ring. After the match, they dance.
Mm-hmm.
I look for that every time. You know what I'm saying? If you interrupt that, you an asshole. I'm going to boo the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Like, these are things I look forward to. It was more about their character. Because I don't think anybody craved to see Grandmaster Sexy and Scotty 2 Hotty wrestling match. Nobody wanted to see. They wanted to see their character.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was not back to the early 90s, like, you know, when they had the occupations and career wrestlers on such as DDS and, you know, Isaac Yankem and all that type of shit. But it was more of their character. Like, people wanted to see different characters as far as in the Attitude Era. You had your Bruise, like you said, Dark, you know, coming out like Vampire. This shit was dope as hell, you know.
Yeah.
It was cool. Yeah. You had the pimp, the whole train. I used to look for it.
Yeah.
What type of hoes he gonna have this week?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like everybody had a character and they rode with it. Like, pretty much like the show Glow.
Mm-hmm.
Shameless plug. Like, everybody grasped a certain character and they was, I'm gonna make this mine and like I'm gonna have fun with it. And that's what they did in the Attitude Era so well, because I really feel back then you didn't have too many complaining talent that sit there and say, like, I'm not getting the exposure I think I deserve. Because everybody was basically, like I said, you can't really reflect on a great Attitude Era match. Everybody just go out there, sell themselves, and sell their merchandise because who they are. And like, I think that was more the focus back then. These days is more focused on what you can do in the ring. It's not too much, you know, take your character, do what you want to do. It's like, this is what you got to do. Right. Go out there and be this person. Like, certain people got creative control, but I think a lot of people, they are forced into the character they are, so it's hard for them to get over it. It's hard for them to buy into what they do. You don't have everybody like the New Day. New Day was forced into that preacher gimmick, and this shit wasn't working, so WWE was like, well, shit, if y'all do y'all selves, this is going to bomb anyway, so go out there and do it. And they did it, and this shit got over. You know what I'm saying?
Overacts in the
to this day, right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if WWE was to give everybody a lot of creative control like they give some of their top superstars, we'll have a much better product. Because like I said, they already can back it up in the ring easily. Like, if you're on TV, you can wrestle. They're not doing the putting anybody out there just muscles all the time these days. You know what I'm saying? It's just Braun Strowman, a prime example. Big as fuck, muscular, but he can go. You know what I'm saying? He's a talent, you know, and like, I don't feel that it's too much focus on his character no more. And like I said, which you brought up again, like the Attitude Era, it wasn't no focus on what you could do in the ring. It's focused on what type of character can you know, interact with the crowd and actually bond with the crowd. And like, just like you said, all the names you named, like, everybody got over in a certain way. Tasha Mickey, I fucked up. Funaki, Kai and Tai, all them folks, they got over because the crowd bought into what they was presenting. Now, don't get me wrong, Funaki back then and Michinoku, they probably, I mean, no doubt can wrestle their ass off, but that wasn't the focal point.
Right. So
we really can't look back on the match back then, sit there and say, like, man, you remember the match in 1998 when so and so. I mean, the Headbangers went against the New Age Outlaws. Anything like I can remember the character or the backstage segment because that was a focal point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, I agree, man. Like, they have so much talent, but like, until they give the wrestlers that creative control, it's gonna be where it is right now. Let Sami Zayn be Sami Zayn.
Yeah, and you gotta think about it. I mean, like, a lot of this, you know, if you've done it, you know, I know you have just like as well as I have, but to the people that's listening, like, you know, if you've done any of the research on like the Monday Night Wars and things like that, a lot of that derived out of desperation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting your ass kicked, you know what I'm saying, for 82 weeks in ratings. People are deciding to watch other shit, you know what I'm saying, instead of your program.
Right.
So at that point, you let people go out and basically do whatever the hell they want to do, and it proved to be a really damn good program every week.
Right.
Like, I started to not flip to WCW as much.
Right.
When it started to really pick up. You know what I'm saying? I still checked on, see what was going on with Hogan, Goldberg. You know, you still had those good things happen. But, you know, I understand. Sometimes you give a person power, too much power, they can mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and in 2 instances, you know, with WCW, that's what killed WCW. When you gave them all that creative control, gave them all that power. But at the same time, you're looking at, okay, you got a PG show. Give these people some guidelines on what they can say, how they need to follow, but let them freely go out and do what they do. Say, okay, you got this amount of time in this, because I mean, I feel like the focus more so now is like, we gotta fill this 3 hours up. Not so much we gotta give you the best 3 hours that we can give you.
Right. I agree.
And back in the Attitude Era, they had to put on the best 2 hour show every Monday.
Yep.
It was no question. And then they added Smackdown on. Once they got WCW out the way, they was able to get Smackdown added in, and then it became Smackdown. And then WCW tried to counter them with Thunder. So I mean, they were going back and forth at each other because they were like, we got to put on the best possible show. We got to give you the best matches. We got to give you the best characters. We got to give you the most entertaining 2 hour show we can possibly give you. Mm-hmm. WCW even added a 3rd hour to just try to get people already watching wrestling at 7 o'clock before 8 o'clock started. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a really good time to be a part of it. It was a really great time to be a wrestling fan. And here we are now. We got here or there. Like here or there, you get the moments where you like, hell yeah. Daniel Bryan win the title at WrestleMania. Hell yeah, that's fucking right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know, NXT takeovers. Hell yeah, I love them all, you know. Bayley win the title, you know. It's good, you know.
It's too spread out.
But it's not consistent enough. Because now we're being forced to wait for WrestleManias and wait for SummerSlams and wait for Survivor Series. You got champions that are not even on the television. I mean, Hogan didn't wrestle a lot on Nitro, but he was there.
He was there, yeah.
He was there every week.
Throw a couple punches and throw some spray paint.
I mean, hit somebody with the belt, whip somebody with their big ass white belt, and that's that. He there though. Savage was there. Sting was there. Sting dropped down out of just see Sting in the ceiling. You happy?
Yeah.
Like, he ain't got to do shit. Just show me him on the TV, and I'm good.
Yeah.
But I can't get Ty Dillinger every week. Hell of a talent. I can't get Luke Harper. Can't get Eric Rowan. Where the fuck is Carmella at? She the Money in the Bank.
She popped up last night, but she didn't fight.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, she needs to be. That needs to be more.
Like
2 hours.
You brought me into a dark time because, like I said, I mean, you're right. Like. And like I don't think I ever said this on any podcast that we've been doing or even on RBU if I featured, but like the focal point was strictly on character. And like we all bought into characters back then. Like that was the entertaining part. Just like I brought up the Too Cool and everything. I mean, everybody look forward to the DX promo. If you're not down with that, I got 2 words. I mean, like you look for that on a weekly basis. And just like you said, I remember watching that. When you used to watch wrestling and not want to leave.
Yeah.
Didn't hold your pee, didn't want to eat, didn't want to do anything. Because there wasn't no DVRs back then. It was just,
VCR.
You had to watch it.
Yeah, VCR. And you couldn't record both of them. You had to record one and watch the other.
And now, you know, like, it's painful. Like I said, I 7 weeks I've been not consistently watching Raw live, but like, I even say, I'm not going to be biased. I'm just going to say for SmackDown too, you find yourself watching like, all right, what a good part. You know, give me some, you know, let me, what's the payoff? You know, like I hate watching it that way. And like you said, sometimes I complain out loud, and my wife is like, "Why are you still watching it?" I'm like, "I'm a fan. You know, I have to." You know what I'm saying? Like it's accustomed to my daily routine. And like, you know what I'm saying? I want to get back to those days. And just like you said, maybe I actually, you know, briefly for a while ago, I got excited when TNA moved to Mondays when Hogan got there. Because it made WWE maybe have to step it up. Maybe not dramatically because they still was ahead of, you know, TNA, but like maybe just a little bit because, you know, you had some loyal TNA fans who wanted to watch TNA still. But like it didn't do anything. Just like I said, I think that competition on a Monday made WWE better, which we all know that. You know what I'm saying? But like it's just like you said, they signed, we said this last week, they signed so many people and don't do anything with them. And then they get upset, Austin Aries, when they want to leave and go do something else because you're not doing anything with them while you have them.
Right.
But like I said, I think the main focus is that, just like you said, the guidelines. Hey, present me what you want to do. You agree or disagree, but like, okay, you can do that, but this is what you can't do. Stay within this perimeter. Don't do this, don't say that. But go out there and do you. We're just gonna run with it. If it bombs, that's on you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Be correct. I mean, you're a talent. You know what coming to WWE means. You have to be creative for yourself as well, but at the same time, I mean, you have to execute that. Like, be this character, but you need to do it within this guideline. If you can't do it with this guideline, that's on you. Don't blame it on us.
And I think it's because of the fact that it's become cookie cutout now. Like, there was no performance center. There was no promo classes. And all that stuff like that. When they signed somebody, you might have come to Memphis during the territory days. You might have did a little bit of Kurt Angle started down here. You know what I'm saying? Brian Kendrick started down here. Dane Bryan got some time in here. I mean, like, you know, we got some people, some claim to fame. The Rock started down here. So a lot of people started in this area, you know, in the Tennessee area. And then they got up to the main roster. But when you got up to the main roster, you know, it was time to hit the ground running. I mean, hell, The Rock didn't start off over. No. People hated The Rock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he had to go, step away, join the nation, came back as The Rock. Totally different thing. Now, dude talking about running for president.
I mean,
now, can you honestly say if The Rock didn't have the ability to go out and cut the type of promos he was cutting, that he would have made it to Hollywood, that he would have made it to being the highest grossing box office attraction in the last 3-4 years? No. Could they even consider him to be a president of the United States? Hell. No. You got that because of the fact that y'all gave freedom, that y'all you talk about budget cuts. These folks was getting Zambonis and milk trucks and monster trucks and everything.
Running over Corvettes and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Tearing up cars and blowing up vans and travel buses and just damaging, tearing everything up.
Yeah.
And it kept people interested, bringing doing everything. Beer truck, like everything. Burying people alive.
Look, budget cut. The big ass display at damn WrestleMania this year. That's why all the money went to.
Yeah, that damn stage, that long ass ramp. You could have cut that ramp in about 3 more sections. You would have had ramps for years.
Man, what? Well, yeah, you know what? Continue.
Yeah, I thought about that too when I read. That's that damn WrestleMania set.
Yeah, roller coaster shit. It was dope, but was it necessary?
And you only gonna use one.
Yeah.
You know, like gonna come back too and say, well, get that WrestleMania set out. We're gonna go back to
the ultimate thrill ride.
Yeah.
I almost said it wrong.
But I mean, I wanted to pick your brain on it because I was like,
that was a good pick.
You got a lot of fucking people over back then. Everybody was over.
Everybody, and like I said, everybody. I think I can honestly say everybody was satisfied with what was going on. Yeah. Like you didn't have Val being like, I really should be in the WWE title picture. I hate how they treat me. That motherfucker was over every week. Do his little towel.
He was the Intercontinental Champion.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, I'm like
Godfather, Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, Hall of Fame right now. You know what I'm saying?
In the Hall of Fame, and he never got a title shot. And you know, they had to find a lot of stuff. They kept trying shit with him.
Yeah,
they kept trying stuff with Godfather. This dude went from being a voodoo man, a witch doctor, to being a kickboxer, to being just in the nation, being a representative of black power. Then being a pimp. Then you get him to be, he clean himself up. Now he an office worker.
Yeah.
I mean,
it worked.
The APA.
Oh, I forgot about
Bradshaw.
No, what was his name in the good
Right to Censor?
Right to Censor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
That little
people hated it.
That's how it goes.
Hated it.
But it worked. I loved it though. Yeah, I said I hated it for the right reason.
Yeah,
like
they made you hate it. You hated to see them come out. They covering the girls up.
It wasn't cheap heat either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this cheap heat. I hate the USA. It's so forced. They didn't. Can you remember? I hate the USA angle in the Attitude Era.
Yes, the Hart Foundation. But that was amazing.
That was great. Yeah.
Because Shawn Michaels wasn't rah 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 America.
Yeah.
He was the degenerate.
Yeah.
He was the ignorant, you know what I'm saying, playboy. Like,
and the fact that
he never even said America.
And the fact that they got away with so much back then too. They can wipe their ass with the flag. People wouldn't get all offended and all jump on how
had his nose in the flag, wipe his nose with the Canadian flag. Austin was also a part, because, you know, with the Hart Foundation. Austin was also technically the American guy. But Austin never came out saying
Texas redneck.
You know, Texas redneck. He never came out rah 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 America. He never had to wave an American
down my
flag.
country.
Yeah, he never did that. Here in America, we fight. He never did that. He just came out stone cold with that.
Now you talk about some American beer, he get motherfucking mad at your ass.
Yeah, drink all the beers.
Man, that was a great GTW day. I enjoyed talking about that because, like I said, it's thoughts that came in my head that you would think that we would have talked about this before. Yeah, which we probably have, but we never dissected it in this way.
Wheels are turning. Wheels are turning. I'm like, you're getting people over. You gotta think about.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into these predictions and jump through these right quick.
All right, what you got?
All right. Battlegrounds will take place in Philadelphia.
Site of the Royal Rumble this year. Coming up.
Home of Drew Gulak.
Yeah, home of Drew Gulak. And the home of ECW.
Yeah. So we have a kickoff match with somebody you just so fortunately just happened to say you want to see more of. Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English.
Didn't we get this on the last kickoff?
I thought we did. What, Money in the Bank? No, we didn't. Did we? No, he wasn't on Money in the Bank.
But haven't we gotten this match?
We got this match before, yeah.
On the kickoff?
Definitely, yeah. I agree.
And they're giving it to us again?
Yep, because that's what we want. What does everybody want?
Ty.
Yeah, but
Ty's gonna win.
Ty's gonna win easily. Yeah. Moving on. Smackdown Tag Team Championship between the New Day versus Usos. Outcome?
Usos.
Usos again. I also see them retaining. Maybe it's maybe it's SummerSlam. New Day will pick up the titles. Actually, I would want somebody else to take the titles from them, but it is what it is. Can't be too. Usos got a good run. Hopefully, maybe they go longer. Anyway, any more thoughts on that match?
Nope.
Okay, moving on. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron Corbin.
Shinsuke.
I agree. Baron Corbin has the briefcase, so the AL wouldn't do anything to him. I said that last week.
Yeah.
Hopefully, no sneak attacks.
Well, I could go for one at the end of the night.
Oh, snap. I didn't even put that in the
Let them take the L, make it up at the end of the night. But we'll get there.
Yeah. Next, we have the Fatal 5-Way Elimination Chamber match. Oh, I'm sorry. The Fatal 5-Way Elimination match to determine the #1 contender for Naomi's WWE SmackDown Women's title at SummerSlam with Charlotte versus Becky Lynch versus Natalya versus Tamina versus Lana. We got
I'm going to say Charlotte. I don't want Charlotte to win. I want Becky to win. But I think Charlotte's going to win.
I say Becky.
Okay.
And the reason I'm saying Becky is because I think it would be – I think I wrote this, 2 weeks ago. I was like, Becky wins, fights Naomi, loses, turn heel, then maybe come back.
Yeah, we'll love that. Yeah. We'll book it. We're going to book that again. 2 times we booked it.
Okay. Moving on, United States Championship match, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens.
AJ.
Yeah, AJ retains, holds the title. Don't see Kevin Owens regaining that title.
That'll make him a 3-time United States champion.
Think Jericho show up?
Maybe.
Philadelphia? I don't know. Maybe. And moving on.
That'll be awesome.
That would be dope. I miss him.
Yeah.
I miss the list.
Yeah.
I miss drinking it in. No homo. I don't know. I just felt like I should say that. Anyway.
We'll keep it there.
Next, we have the flag match between douchebag John Cena versus Rusev, the Bulgarian Brute. Yeah. No comment? Okay. That's fine. Who you got?
I want Rusev to win.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to stick with that.
That'll work. I like that. I want Rusev to win, too. I also want John Cena to do other things, but I'm not going to get there.
This is our show. We can give our predictions the way we want.
Yeah. Last, we have the most anticipated match of 2017. I can't say with a straight face. Right.
You did.
The Punjabi prison match for the WWE Championship between Randy Orton and your champion,
the modern day Maharaja,
Jinder Mahal. Who do you have? Want to do it again? I want Jinder to win.
I don't care. I want Corbin to cash in.
Okay. But do we?
Yeah, let's get it out of the way.
Then
because that way you can get Jinder out of the picture completely. No main event for SummerSlam. Get Corbin the title. Put the title on Corbin. And then we can do Corbin and whoever. Huh?
It's going to be Corbin or Orton. If you can't. See the way I see it? If Corbin cashes in, it's going to be on Randy Orton. So Randy will be 15-time champion.
That's going to have to happen at SummerSlam.
You think so? Okay.
Honestly, you know, if they're going to do a 4-way at SummerSlam for the Universal, they can do a 4-way for the WWE.
I don't want the people who's involved in the Punjabi prison match involved in that 4-way, though. That's the most glorious 4-way ever.
Well, you know, they're going to step it up a little bit if they got some, depending on the other two. They got to get Jinder out of the title picture, though.
I gotta get both of them. Can somebody slip something in their drink? You fail a drug test for 30 days, and they have to be forced to give it like to Chad Gable or something.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I mean, like, I'm gonna go with Jinder. Jinder wins. Orton wins at SummerSlam. Cash in from Corbin.
I hate it, but I have to go with Orton. I think he's gonna win Sunday.
And then fight who?
Like I said, Corbin.
Wait. They're gonna have a battle royal.
Oh shit!
If Orton wins, they're gonna have to have a battle royal. Your favorite thing, your most favorite thing.
But you don't think Jinder Mahal is gonna invoke his rematch?
They'll probably do it on SmackDown. Where they have a SmackDown.
God, this is just a fucking mess because we have to put up with either one of them for the next month.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Like it's like. Do you want to shoot yourself in the mouth or shoot yourself straight in the brain? Like, right. Which one? Like, this is like, damn. Like,
do you want to die?
Like, God, this is miserable. Like, it's miserable thinking about the WWE title.
Yeah.
Like, I'm more excited for the U.S. title. Like, I don't even want to be excited about that because it's wasted talent with the U.S. title. There should be some new talent here. Anyway, we already said that. I'm
going with Jinder. Okay. Jinder needs to win.
And it wasn't inserted in our notes, but who has been trashing Breezango's office?
The Hype Bros.
I agree. I don't even think it's Zach. I think it's more of Mojo. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's the Hype Bros going to go heel. I think it's Mojo's pretty much taking that turn. And I think he's one of the ones sabotaging. Zach is going to act surprised. And they're going to have the match. Then they're going to...
Zach's going to take the pinfall?
Yep. And then Mojo's going to turn on. Boom! I just said that's what
you booked it.
I booked it.
You booked it. I had the same idea in my mind.
Yeah, I agree. I already knew we was thinking alike.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much predictable right now. I mean, like I said, we always say we don't need a face rider. I mean,
we could tolerate.
We don't need to tolerate another face rider.
Right.
Yeah. But
where's Dolph?
I don't know.
He must be doing comedy.
Maybe he is, or maybe I don't know. Dolph needs to go to NXT.
No, Dolph needs to go to. Dolph needs to change it all up and start again.
I think he'd be great at NXT though. Revamp it, start it over. I mean,
Drew
Tyson Kidd went back to NXT and revamped his character. So I think
it's a little late for Dolph though.
I mean, anything's possible.
I think a haircut, a new look, a new attitude. I think all of that'll do. I mean, if he cut his hair and go short, you remember he had the short hair?
Yeah, when he looked like Evan Bourne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if we do that, you know, he could, you know.
he could, you know, change the game a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been MIA since Money in the Bank. So
yeah.
But
he was in the Battle Royal. Everybody was in the Battle Royal.
He sure was. I forgot. He got eliminated, and that was last
Luke closed on him.
I'm gonna give you Star Wars, Luke. Anyway.
Well, hell, where's Eric?
Where's China? But that will do it for our 52nd episode following a 1-year consistency of the GTS podcast. Thank you guys for listening for this whole year. It's not, 52 episodes of GTS, but we also have pay-per-views, so it's a lot of episodes, period. But anyway.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all checking us out every week. As usual, check out 1515 app for other podcasts, such as GTS, of course. RBU. It should be up right now, so listen to that. Of course, if you're hearing this part, you already listened to the GTS podcast. Hopefully, you just don't fast forward. I'm just rambling. So anyway, listen up. Lace them up. MWT, Studio Flow, Rundown, Equals Opposites, Mac and D Talk TV. I think that named all. Make sure you click on the Amazon link to support the site. And go to the GTS Podcast page on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And if there's nothing else, stay tuned for us Sunday for Battleground as well. We're going to do a podcast for that. But if there's nothing else, this is your boy, EJ the King.
This your guy, J.Fields.
And we are out this bitch. Holla. 96 minutes. And I'm still recording.
So hour 36 minutes?
Yeah. It's a lot to talk about. It was a great show. I felt the energy.
Yeah.
Great show.
We back.
Yep.
We back.
And then maybe we get Twan to be on the podcast Sunday. Be down.
Yeah.
Tell me, are you down? I'll start to send me the image. Cool beans. I'm going to run Taco Bell, give me and Dominique something to eat. I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like preparing stuff, like putting the microwave. Oh, you can bear. Oh, you can see it. Good deal.
Oh, yeah, we know who that is.
Yeah. We can see him.
We know it's him. We know it.
Damn, I'm still recording.